So we are now moving on to the next section, 154. Then, after silence, a still, blissful cry began, such as arose from the infinite when the first whisperings of a strange delight. Imagine it is deep, the joy to see, the passion to discover and to touch, the enamored love which rhymed the chanting words. He has said so many things in just a few lines. You see. After the silence, a still blissful cry. Of course, here now the still is an adjective. Sorry, it's not an adjective. It is an adverb actually. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Still, yet more, still, yet more in that sense. It's not tranquil in that sense. Then after silence, a still blissful cry. It is tranquil actually. Here the sense is of tranquil, still blissful cry, tranquil, still in the sense of tranquil adjective. Then after the silence, a still blissful cry began, such as arose. Now, what kind of cry? A cry which was heard at the beginning of things, such as arose from the infinite when the first whisperings of a strange delight imagined is deep, the joy to seek. The cry has a quality belonging to this part. Such as arose from the infinite when the infinite started expressing itself or himself or whatever to call it. When the first whisperings of a strange delight, he felt a kind of a delight in the beginning, the delight of a creation at the beginning of things. And that delight for what? The delight, the deep is a deep, the joy to seek. See, it's very, very complex. So this cry is a very kind of primordial cry. The exteriorization of the non-manifest, seeking its own delight in expression. That joy which it felt, it is that quality which is now present in this answer the Supreme is going to make to Savitri. After silence, a still blissful cry began, such as the quality is of that type, arose from the infinite when the first whisperings of a strange delight imagined its deep, the joy to seek. It wants to express itself in its own depth. It is trying to seek a joy of expression. And when that joy of expression was there, that whispering was there, it is that quality which is now being observed in the present answer of the Supreme to Savitri. Then after silence, a still blissful cry began, such as arose from the infinite when the first whisperings of a strange delight imagined in its deep, the joy to seek, the passion to discover and to touch. Well, this is an expansion of joy to seek. joy to seek, the passion to discover, the enamored love, they are expansions of the same phrase, joy to seek. So when the delight of expression is there right in the beginning, as if the non-manifest wants to come out into manifestation from its deep, it wants to come out into manifestation, and the kind of joy, delight it experiences, it is that delight is now being reproduced, so to say, in the present state. In other words, the answer is going to be the answer in the context of the seeking of a joy in the manifestation. Seeking of a joy in the manifestation. The passion to discover and to touch, the enamored love which rhymed the chanting worlds. Now, this is something little strange when we also go back to what was offered to Savitri earlier. See, Savitri was offered four things. Peace, oneness, energy, and joy. And peace, oneness, energy, joy were in the context of Savitri being told to come back to her Supreme Self and forget about earth. She was offered all those things. She was told, forget about earth and all that kind of thing, come back and stay here. She was told. In fact, the statement is a very strong statement. In a happy, vast, sublime cessation, no. Forget about those things. Cease from all that things. Cease to be there. Come back and live in your eternity. In a cessation to know. An immense extension in eternity, get extinguished in eternity, she was told. A point that disappears in the infinite, don't have your own existence at all, forget about everything. Felicity of the extinguished flame, she was told, you see. Last sinking of a wave in a boundless sea. So the wave disappears completely into the sea, into the infinite ocean. End of the trouble. That would mean end of the trouble of the wandering thoughts. Close of the journey of thy pilgrim soul.
Give up yourself.
This is what she was told. She was offered. Cessation. All these things are actually the arguments for her to cease to be. Exactly. And now he says
Over individuality.
now, yeah, this is what we are trying to see. Yeah, see. So the Supreme is telling to Savitri, forget about the whole thing, come and live here quietly, peacefully, everything is all right. But the beauty of the whole thing is, but someone yearned within the bosom unknown.
Who's that someone?
She, in her bosom. Someone, there is somebody in her who is yearning for something.
It's Savitri, no?
And silently the woman's heart replied, "Thy peace, O Lord." See. Thy peace, O Lord. She was asked to cease and remain in the non-manifest condition. That is the peace, kind of peace. And silently the woman's heart replied, "Thy peace, O Lord, a boon within to keep amid the roar and ruin of wild time for the magnificent soul of man and earth." So that is the something which is yearned by someone. Someone yearned. What did that someone yearn? The peace of the Lord for the soul of man and earth. And then second time again, she is offered oneness. My spirit leans down to break the knot of earth, amorous of oneness without thought or sign. It is all kind of a blank oneness, without thought or sign. To cast down wall and fence, to strip heaven bare, see with large eye of infinity and weave the stars into the silence, etc. And then again, Savitri hears. She heard a million creatures cry to her in that oneness, the whole creation which is there. Thy oneness, Lord, for many approaching hearts, my sweet infinity of the numberless souls. I want that oneness identity with you for the souls of. And the third time, thy energy, Lord, to seize on man and woman. For what purpose? For the creature on the earth. And the last time, the great warning sound heard. This is a warning sound. The danger is great. To open the wide eye of solitude, to uncover the voiceless rapture of smiling, motionless slumber of ecstasy, resting from the sweet madness of dawn, out of whose beat the throb of heart was born. And Savitri says, thy embrace, Lord, thy joy, O Lord, in which all creatures breathe. So she wants everything. So there is someone in her, deep in her soul, who is completely identifying himself or herself with the world here and is not willing to give it up at all. She could have gone and forgotten about the whole thing, but there is something deep in her. No, I want to be here all the while. So, not peace, not oneness, not power or joy, not power or energy, not joy. If at all I want all those things, I want for earth and man. for earth and men. Now, this is most tremendous kind of a moment. Had she gone away with that offer, then the world would have remained as it was, and possibly it would have meant another dissolution, pralaya, complete pralaya. So there is someone within the soul of Savitri who is yearning for that. No, it cannot be now. You would have been a complete pralaya also.